Oh my gosh. All right, so we can actually do it all this turn. Counter on Deputy of Detention. Destroy Deputy of Detention. Still Thrix. So it comes back to our side. Yeah, we'll pass the turn now. Hey, what's up everyone? How are you guys doing? So I've been trying to build this deck for quite a while and I've just not quite gotten it right. So we're just gonna take this build of it. I just really threw another version of it together, not really tested it out. But what I wanna do is Aetherios, Shrouded Veil, Control. Basically just have tons of removal spells and play a few things on our side of the board so that we can put counters onto our creatures. Arcana Sun's Grace, Charming Prince, Giant Killer, Murder Strider, things that come back and are still pretty good. Realmcloak Giant. So a lot of creature-based removal that we have, ways to find our other things that we need to so we can draw into our lands. Because we do have to get to 6 mana, so we have 25 lands in the deck. We have Birth of Meletis, Charming Prince, but then otherwise we're just playing a ton of removal. Even Giant Killer is removal, you know? And so what we're hoping to run up against is other creature decks. Then we can blow their stuff up, steal their stuff, and be very happy about it. That's basically the dream of this deck, is to basically get out Aetherios or control the game early on. That's the hardest part, and that's the one thing I'm a little bit worried about, is that we're just not going to be able to quite win against like a mono red deck with what we have. We have a lot of pieces to help us survive it, but we'll see. And then after we get our Aetherios, then just kind of control the game, and every time that something dies or every turn, we get to put a coin onto one of their creatures, exile it, kill it, do something to it. We get it onto our side of the battlefield, steal their entire deck at some point, swing in and win. That's the main game plan. We do have Dawn of Hope. We do have just a bunch of our own creatures to kind of win as well. Archon of Sun's Grace, there are quite a few enchantments in this deck: Vanishing Light, Birth of Meletis, Elspeth, and the Aetherios. So we can hopefully get a few Pegasus out there. Also, just having a lifelinker is really good. Then we have the Elspeth Conquers Death, which is pretty good for us as well. And this is basically what we're trying to do with the deck. So let's go ahead and just get into the gameplay, see how it does for us, and wish me luck. All right, taking it into a standard event because they're just really fun. So let's try it out. Well, we have all of the white mana, which is good enough, I guess. So we're going to keep it. Birth of Meletis, Vanishing Light, Archon of Sun's Grace. If we don't have any target, we can at least start creating some Pegasi as well. I was debating on even going Abzan with this deck. In fact, I had a build that was more Abzan with this one for a bit. And it just didn't quite feel right. I was thinking about going more enchantment-based removal stuff with Aetherios. Anytime that you use like Calyx to exile something, you technically get it onto your side of the board if you have a coin counter onto it, but it wasn't quite working out well. You could also go Esper with this so that you can, you know, blow things up at instant speed. That would probably be a really good plan, but you know, whatever. All right, Birth of Meletis, number 2. Let us get to our Arcana of Sun's Grace, which is sweet, and we'd love to find black mana at some point. We are definitely more heavy into white. We have more mana fixing in white. Our Murder Strider is the only thing that has is mana demanding. Then there's Aetherios, and then we only need 1 black mana for E2 Extinction. So I feel like the splash for black kind of is fine, and we're actually running quite a few black lands. All right, Teferi comes out, probably just bounces a wall.
You'll thank me later.
That's fine. Bouncing them's really not that important. I wonder if they just tick out here. All right, sweet. So we get to play our Archon. Hopefully it doesn't die. In fact, yeah, we'll play out the Archon of Sun's Grace. What would be great is hitting some swamps at some point. We're just drawing lands naturally. That would also be pretty good. We need to hit a land outside of our Birth of Meletis, which, I mean, hopefully this is pretty nice. We are 43.8% chance of hitting a land. All right, so they have the Elspeth Conquers Death. Boo hiss. That's frustrating.
No, I am not making
well, there we go. Temple. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Oh well. Let's just get rid of this Teferi while we can. There might be more important things to hit, but Teferi's okay. It's exiled, so Elspeth Conquers Death doesn't actually get to do much with it. And maybe just putting this down to the bottom so we can hit lands would be better. Get our Aetherios out in the battlefield, start putting counters on things. But we can hopefully set up our scry and start doing something here. We also get a person that can swing. Another Teferi.
I know my responsibility.
They could bounce this other Banishing Light, so very interesting. I mean, I guess that's actually better. I was thinking they could bounce the Banishing Light to bring back Teferi, but being able to bounce their own Elspeth Conquers Death is brutal. Charming Prince does slide underneath that, though. Scry 2. Got the Shrine on top. Dawn of Hope will be pretty good against this deck. For some reason, I was thinking that we could bounce the Banishing Light. It's only target creature you control. It would be kind of cool to bounce Banishing Light, make one of them go to the graveyard, then grab the other one. That way, we just get rid of both of them. That could be a fun way to go about it.
Don't worry, I got this.
Plays Uro. Do they hit a green? Man, actually, they don't have enough in the graveyard. So we should be able to kill Teferi. And get out Athreos. Put a counter onto Charming Prince. Unfortunately, Teferi bounce still stops all of the counters, all of the coin counters happening. Swing in at Teferi. And Athreos don't have counterspell. Okay, cool. Counter onto Charming Prince. Pass the turn. We are doing Athreos-y type things. I mean, at some point, too, we can be swinging with Athreos. All right, so brings out Elspeth Conquers Death. Its Banishing Light bounces our Athreos.
This isn't a fight you can win.
All right.
Time ago, I've done the hero.
Man, that is very annoying for us. This Dawn of Hope actually pretty powerful, though. The only issue is that it doesn't beat Uro. Uro is just so good. Alright, swing at Teferi. Elspeth can bring it back, but we'll wait a few turns for that. No instant speed, destroying things. Pass the turn. Put another counter onto Charming Prince. Oh yeah, doubly protected. Yeah, so Athreos gonna go away here. We knew that was coming. Uro can come back, but then Elspeth Conquers Death doesn't get to target any of these Teferis. We'll gladly kill him right after that over creating a token. Actually, maybe not. Alright, create a token. We actually get to swing in. Let's go for the card draw. We could play out the other Athreos, which might be nice. Athreos is really nice being able to take the Uro. But holding on to removal might be better. Let's just go ahead and decline. We're here to play Athreos. That's the whole name of the game. Sure, why not? We'll put it there. If this could also hit Planeswalkers, it would be very much better. As it is, man, nice. Dude, they've just had so many... I mean, they've played the same Elspeth Conquers Death like 6 times. But having another one, too, pretty brutal. Has the Shadow Disguise. So, yeah, so if Athreos isn't around, the Charming Prince doesn't work. So, the fact that they just have all the answers, pretty bad for us. Pass the turn. Yep, gets to return stuff. Oh man, this is so bad for us. They can bounce Dawn of Hope. I'm pretty sure this one's over. I'm not gonna let it last much longer. The biggest issue is that Athreos is our main win condition against this deck. Like, if we can get it to stick, then we're in pretty good shape. As it is, we can't cast this instant speed until their next turn. They activate the ability. Man, that takes so long. And with Teferi, man, it's just so brutal. Because I don't think that we get to play anything next turn really either. We can kill Nissa for 5 mana. Which then just comes back with Elspeth Conqueror's Bet. I'm done. I'm done. It's time to be done here. Oh my goodness. Alright, next game. Alright, up against Meriadoc. And this looks like a pretty good hand. We have removal. We may just go ahead and lead with a giant killer. I'm not going to shock myself for it, but we'll see how slow they're playing. If it was aggro, we would need to get this out right away, just as a good blocker. Augur of Bolas, alright. Counterspell Central. Good to know. That's going to be bad. Pass the turn. Do they have the second blue source? Yeah, okay. So we're locked for the rest of our lives. Typically, I like playing this format because you run into just like different types of decks. But if this is just Nope Central, then we might be noping out of here ourselves. Let's throw out our giant killer. I'm just baiting this out. I'd love to get out Dawn of Hope. Dawn of Hope is really good against this deck. As long as they don't have Vanishing Light or something for this. Alright, pass the turn. They definitely would counter the Dawn of Hope. Play something out. Let me get out this Archon of Sun's Grace. Oh, Balder. Life is so fun. Pass the turn. We'll just Murderous Rider them on their turn, I guess, so we can start swinging for 1. Are you having fun? He's even taking his time when you know all he's going to do is play a land, pass the turn. Which, I mean, kind of right now, that's what we're doing. Charming Prince is pretty good here. It gives us something to play and then play something else after. So, pass the turn. I mean, they're getting to the point where they're going to have multiple counterspells, but we're fine starting to get rid of their counterspells. Seriously, they're taking all this time to think, man, do I really want to do nothing? Yeah, I really do want to do nothing. All right, pass to my turn now. Let's go Charming Prince. This is all kind of in hopes of getting out Dawn of Hope. Try to. We'll keep the castle locked, Dwayne. The card advantage could be very useful here. We hold up Murderous Rider just in case they try to play like Dream Trawler here or something. And then next turn we can double kill it. Dream Trawler is so annoying because as long as they have cards in hand, they can keep countering it. Getting out creatures might not be a bad play as well. I'm sure they have Shatter the Skies. Alright. Banishes the light. Doesn't keep up, didn't say please. Pass to my turn. This feels like Quench. I'm gonna go for Archon of Sun's Grace. Hold up 2 mana. Feels like Quench. Stainful Stroke. Forgot about that. Well, we still get Dawn of Hope. Pass the turn. Glad I didn't go for Athreos then. Loud Conceal. Sorry guys, I know I'm really boring in this one. I'm gonna try to stay silent and let all the dead space go through and try to just edit this out a bit more. for these ones. Hazard didn't say please. Let's go Charming Prince. Scry 2 or just draw a card? I guess we Scry 2 here. Let's actually hit some good things. I think more land is nice. Removal. I feel like they're going to be holding up removal as well. We can run into that later. We're not actually in trouble of losing any life here. So if they want to trade with Cloud Conceer, I guess we're fine with that. And we'll pass the turn. Alright, has another Banishing Light, hits the Dawn of Hope. We will activate the Dawn of Hope. They have the counter for the Banishing Light, which is rather annoying. We can play out Murderous Rider though. I'm worried. I know that they're going to have board wipes. Like, we do still have this Castle Ardenbell. Honestly, against this matchup, the Dawn of Hope might be better than Athreos. Kill the Cloud Conceer. Let's just... I'm trying to get them to counter this, basically. I feel like it's a higher chance of them countering the Murderous Rider side of it, the Swift End, than it is anything else. Alright, so they just let it go through. That's fine. Then we'll just play it out. That's cool. They're playing it smart, but we're fine. Okay, counter something finally. I guess kind of. Swing in. Down to 19. Opponent plays a Dawn of Hope of their own. Actually, see, we can't attack. Dawn of Hope creates a token. Alright, play the Banishing Light. Let's hit Resolve. I feel like there's got to be a Teferi coming or something. I think I'd prefer to get my own Dawn of Hope than steal theirs. Pass the turn. Athreos. Shatter the Sky. And Realm Cloak. Oh, dang it. It doesn't kill the Thrix. Which actually might work out for us. So it doesn't kill the Thrix. But this might be okay for us. Because then we get to actually get it at another time. Oh, I should have put it on Dream Trawler. They can probably bounce the Dream Trawler. We will give it hexproof. We'll just discard something. Shatters probably at this point. Alright, brings out Deputy of Detention. That's cool. Let's go for Dream Trawler. Yeah, we'll give it hexproof. So there's some really cool things we can do with this. So we can actually put a counter onto Deputy of Detention. Steal the Thrix. When it goes to Exile, it comes to our board instead of going underneath Deputy of Detention, which is pretty fun. Oh my gosh. Okay, they left themselves... Alright, so we can actually do it all this turn. All of it is what we can do. Every little bit of it. So swing in, draw another card. Gain a bunch of life. More Shadow this guys. Wow. We need to put a counter here. We will autopay for sure. Another Athreos as well. So end the turn. Counter on Deputy of Detention. Resolve. Destroy Deputy of Detention. Yes. So he comes back to comes back right now. Resolve. Still Thrix. Now things can't be countered. So it comes back to our side. Oh my goodness. All right. And yeah, we'll pass the turn now. Yeah, that's fine. And now we can just like put a counter onto Deputy of Detention. Dream Trawler. There's a lot of things we can do. I mean, there is a chance they have the board wipe now. They get everything goes away, but okay, so they have the time wipe. Nice. We get to create a bunch of tokens, do cool things. We had our fun. Oh my goodness. Yep. Opponent's just saying good game. Alright. Dude. What a long game. Up against Tibusevic. Bring it on, Tibusevic. We have Birth Meltis. We can keep this. Castle Lock Queen. We don't need to play Giant Killer out right away. We'll just go Birth, Charming. Really good early game plays, hopefully. Okay, Fairman Champion. Let's hope they keep having lots of those. Birth of Meltis is at least a pretty good play here. We do need to start actually hitting removal spells for this deck. But, okay. You're going to go double Fervent Champion here. Hit for 6. Okay, never mind. Whew. Maybe Charming Prince was the better play. They were just light up the staging. Footlight Fiend. Good draws there. But this basically stops that for forever, which is nice. Godless Shrine tapped. Birth of Meltis is a little bit weird with our scries. If we have two things that we want on top, this makes it a little bit awkward. Shatter the Skies, we definitely want. We want the land there. Again, if we just use Birth of Meltis, if we don't go Birth, I'd actually like to draw into something. We can use it later to hit our 5th land. Maybe, I don't know. That's a little bit greedy, I guess. Basically, what I'm hoping for is that we can play Giant Killer instead. Hopefully hit something else, and then Birth of Meltis, Dawn of Hope, something like that. Temple of Malice comes out. We'll hopefully get a pretty good board wipe here, though. Stormfist Crusader. We're fine drawing extra cards at the moment. Could hold up the Giant Killer. If I'm going to Shatters, I kind of want to do it earlier than later. I don't want to lose the walls necessarily. Whatever. Dawn of Hope. Birth of Meltis. We'll get Elswith Conquers Death. We get to draw an extra card here with the Stormfist Crusader, which is sweet. No attacks, pass the turn. Judith. Okay. Okay. Lots of potential pingages going to happen here. Elswith Conquer Death could just hit Judith. Do we have anything in the graveyard? Not yet. We will, though. We'll take the damage now, just in case they have something else. And Torbrand would be it would be difficult to play in this deck, but that'd be interesting. 2 there. Oh, yes. Sweet. Don't go face. Gain 2 life. Yeah, Fortunately, we lose the wall, but that's just fine. Let's go ahead and... yeah, we'll just shatter. Judith gets a hit for, I think, 3 or 4. 3. Down to 12. Ooh, Giant Killer. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and play out Giant Killer. I don't think they're going to have... they may have, like, Annex, but anything that's going to be big enough, we can Elswith Conquer's Death. What we need is an Athreos. Athreos is so good against this type of deck. There's the Torbrand. Okay. Yeah, draw the cards. Pass the turn. We can actually kind of hold off for a turn or two. We want to just shatter this guy so we can wait. We can make a token to block Torbrand if he swings in right away. Dreadhorde Butcher, we can exile. Alright, so we block here. Exile Torbrand. How many lands do we have? 6. We're at a weird spot where like getting lands isn't bad. Let's go graveyard though. I think we want Athreos or like better finishers. Arcana Sun's Grace. Do we have Arcana? I can't remember. Dude, it's been so long since we played this deck. Here, have this. We have 2 Arcana of Sun's Grace. That'll be sweet. Another Torbrand. But you lucky there. Yeah, Elspeth Conquers Death. You. Nice. Yeah, we're playing a control deck. This is what we've got. Okay, down to 10. Bone Crushy. I think we just pass the turn. We just bring out Dawn of Hope triggers, start drawing cards. Pass the turn. If they have an answer for this, do we still have enough to murder Shredder? Yeah, we can. Pretty sure they're going to play this out, so do we just go for Shatter the Skies? Let's go ahead and kill this. I'd rather take 2 than 4 at this point. Oh, we take 4 anyway. Yeah, okay, that was a bad play. Ooh, Archon of Sun's Grace. We dig it greatly. Okay, Charming Prince. With a counter, now it can block stuff. Let's go ahead and gain 3 life. We'll auto pay. I think right now we're actually just going for Archon of Sun's Grace. Start getting some life gain. We have a good blocker for Bone Crushy. The only issue is if they have the Embercleave, which we can at least survive by blocking with Charming Prince. We'll see what happens. This has been fun. We haven't found the Athreos yet, which is a little bit of a bummer. I'm surprised we found this Dawn of Hope, I think, every game, and we only have 1 of it. Alright, absolutely blocking. I think Embercleave's coming. No Embercleave. Interesting. Shock and shock. Alright. Elspeth Conquers Death, we'll grab that later. They've got nothing. We get a Murderous Rider and a token next turn, this turn. Pass the turn. Great shape here. They're top decking. We get to draw 2 a turn. Yep, draw 2. Yes, we will. I would love to. There's our Athreos. Alright, pass the turn. Yep. Opponent's saying good game. He sees the writing on the wall. Playing another one. Okay, I was going to say, he's... For a little bit there, they're thinking about continuing. This is a beautiful hand. Unfortunately, Cast Ardenvale comes in tap, but I guess not with Birth of Meletis. Yeah, we have the pieces we want. Really good early game interaction. We're good. Which is still dies to like the turn 4 nut draw for mono red, but we'll see. I think what I've noticed in these events is that people play about half the speed as everyone in ranked. And it's brutal. Like I'd spend my time thinking here and there, but man, this is going slow. All right, Temple of Silence. I think we do just want more lands at this point. We want to get to our Athreos. At the same time, we need to be digging for board wipes, so I'm going to play out the Charming Prince to dig for that. Oh no, Cavalcade. Alright, definitely Charming Prince. We need to actually be able to kill these guys. Charming Prince. Do we just want to gain life? We need a board wipe. No, nope. Giant killer's not terrible, but nope. Legion War Boss, okay. Only Zenith 1. Alright, that's actually pretty good shape for us. Eat to Extinction. We'll go with Castle Ardenvale. Charming Prince number 2. Scry 2. Rome Cloak is a board wipe. I think we can wait that long. Let's see, we get to draw 2 white sources next turn. We'll just go double Birth of Militus, which both of them die. Let's actually keep both on top. So we get to keep the board wipe, keep the extra land. We can maybe just eat to Extinction the Legion War Boss this next turn. Yep. Down to 15. Another Grim Initiate. All right. Yeah, we're in fantastic shape. We know we have land on top. Let's pass the turn. In case they have Torbrand, let's pass. Torbrand could be much worse. Torbrand, the better Cavalcade of Calamity. Alright, so we know what it is. Hit the Legion. Keep it on the library. Oh, yes. Oh, sweet. All right. Definitely blocking here. Now we get to kill their other sides as well. I'm assuming they're just, like, scooping after this. Oh, crit to 2-2. Okay, that's fine. Do we even need to right now? I'm not sure we need a board wipe just yet. Because we could just like start putting counters on things and steal their stuff instead. Should get that 2 black so we can draw a card. Yeah, let's go ahead and put out 2 Birth Militus. Four life gain in a couple turns. Pass the turn. Grim Initiate. Okay. Down to 11. They have the Cavalcade. Let's actually have fun with this. All right, so we're gonna play out Athreos first. I think that we can survive pretty much anything that comes our way here. If they do draw into anything good, we just get to brutalize them a little bit more. We take the Grim Initiate or the Ginger Brute. I guess it's a Ginger Brute, so that way we have something hasty to block with. The Grim Initiate might be better. Yep, swings in. Dropping to 9. Need some life. Yep. You're close to having Aetherios turned on there. Up to 13. Show what we've got, I guess. Now let's swing in. Me as well. We'd like to kill this Grim Initiate. Alright, I actually blocked with the Grim Initiate. I mean, I guess they're thinking they can make a 3/3. But now it's just painful. Forward wipe ya, get a gingerbread back. And yeah, play Giant Killer out. Pass the turn. Let's put it onto. So we can actually put it on the Gingerbrute and gain 3 life every turn by tapping it, which is pretty sweet. Has a card, Annex. All right, sweet. All right, past my turn. All right, hold on the end step. We get to target Annex and also steal him. It's so good. We'll throw that to the graveyard. Yeah, let's get Annex under our control. Pass the turn. Oh man, I don't think there's any better way to win than just stealing everyone else's stuff. Like this is like in the most brutal way too. Oh, please kill the Giant Killer. Oh man, I don't think he understands how this works just yet. Swings in. We're not going to block with anything. I guess we're fine blocking with Gingerbrute, but... Alright, let's go ahead and draw a card. Birth of Meletis. Get more planes out of our deck. Play a big 7/7 with Vigilance. No attacks yet, pass the turn. Counter onto Annex. Oh man, once you get this lock on, it is so good. And this is kind of like the mono red. I feel bad for you. Most people wouldn't stick around this long, and that's usually why it's more fun. Please kill, like, swing in, we get to Annex, create some more stuff, kill your dudes. I mean, we don't technically get to kill them, but we'll block for sure. I guess we can block with Giant Killer as well. He comes back and we get 2 1/1s. Alright, just shocks our face. Is this the concede? Rimrock Knight. You can do it at instant speed, buddy. Okay, Temple of Silence. Bottom. Let's draw a card. We're fine shocking ourselves in this matchup. Next, swing in with Realm Cloak Giant. Has Vigilance, so it's pretty good to swing in with. Alright. Pass the turn. Onto Ginger Brew. So this is the beautiful thing. With Annex, Ginger Brew, Athreos. So you can put a counter onto Ginger Brew every turn, gain 2 life. Sorry, gain 3 life, and create a token every turn. Oh, it's so wonderful. All right, tap down Bone Crusher Giant. My turn, and we need to draw something, you know, good every once in a while. All right, let's just go ahead and eat a Fervent Champion. Yeah, okay. I was just trying to speed up the game a little bit for him because that was going a little bit long there. All right, we're up against Figment, and these games have been going on a little bit longer than I was anticipating. We are playing a control deck, so I mean, I get it. All right, up against this deck, we want to hold on to Giant Killer. So, Godless Shrine, pass the turn. So this will probably be the last game, just because, man, it's been long games. Let's go for, I guess we Birth of Militus first, and then Scrying Charming Prince after that. All right, looks like Simic Flash, which will be a difficult deck, but I believe we can beat them. We have a lot of instant speed removal as well. And lots of good board wipes. I think we just Birth Militus again. This is actually pretty good against their deck. Pass the turn. They're going to want to start getting out the doggy, which is fine by us. We'll just hold up removal for it. As long as we get to steal a doggy at some point with Athreos, we absolutely win the game. Yeah, for now we just pass the turn. Until we can hold up Murder Strider and Charming Prince, whatever, we're fine playing the slow game. We have so many removal spells for this right now. Luminous Reclamation. Okay, that's different than I was anticipating. Although Simic Flash will play this sometimes, and that's just fine. Okay, pass to my turn. And some life. Go Charming Prince. Scry to bottom and bottom. Glad we scried. Pass the turn. Banishing Light's definitely not going to work. This could also be a Nexus of Fate deck. Which no, it's actually banned in this format, I do believe. Alright, just goes for the scry. That's cool, that's cool. Two on bottom. If they go land, they can play out something and so quench. Nissa. Okay. Nissa comes out.
Strange and magnificent world.
kill this while we can. Hopefully they don't have quench here. They can still quench with this breeding pool, which maybe they kept around just for that. All right, nope. Getting rid of the planeswalkers is the most important thing. We can do that. We're happy people. I like being happy people. All right, play Charming Prince number 2. Shotgun ourselves so we can hold up this E2 extinction. Scry 2. Not sure about this Shatter the Sky, honestly. I think we just want Athreos at this point. We have plenty of removal. We can find more. So I think we're just digging for a little bit better stuff. Pass the turn. I mean, they're getting the scry as well, so I mean, this is just the... Oh, man. I think that I struggle playing at this slow of speed. I know how to play it. I've done it enough now that I can kind of get it. But, man, it's brutal. I just don't enjoy it. We need to get rid of this Wilderness Reclamation, I guess, at some point. Yeah, especially with Gadwick type things. Do we care about Gadwick? I don't think we care about him being on the board at the moment. All right, so let's go for Banishing Light, hit the Wilderness Reclamation. We're mostly just trying to get draws out now. Yeah, hit Wilderness Rack. We'll have more board wipes, so I guess this is better. They might just be bouncing here as well. Pass the turn. Surprise, surprise, they had a Reason Borrower. We could try to kill here, but they're holding up the counter spell for sure. Maybe not now. Let's actually see. They might go for playing this Brazen Borrower as well. Okay, there we go. Graveyard with the Giant Killer. If this is what people mean by like mono red being brainless and control being a lot more thoughtful, I completely disagree being in this moment. Like, I know we have to think through things or whatever, but like it's just play it slow. That's basically all that you do. Which is cool and all, but it's not. It really is not. Okay, let's hopefully hit the Elswith Conquer's Death. If not, I think we're dead here. And other than that, besides that, I don't think I care to play through this game much longer.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
See what else we have on tap. On the tippity tap. Yeah, we're just gonna go for it. If we don't get this, I'm done. Even though I feel like we could have a shot, we're dead. Oh my goodness. I like playing control as far as to get to the point, but like it just takes so many turns to finally get there that I'm not sure it's worthwhile. All right, so 3 wins, 2 losses. I think that we could probably get to about 5 wins here before we lose. It's kind of the rate that it's going. Overall, I do think that the deck is fun. Yeah, so in this event, we're 3-2 so far, which is 60% win rate. And I'm just giving up on that last one. But I do think that we were going to lose that one. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.